Need the noise, I don't need the race. God gave me vision, I'm keeping my pace. No comparisons, no chasing fame. I'm walking steady, yeah, I'm in my lane. In my lane, I'm aligned, I'm free. No traffic when you walk in destiny. Grace and purpose, peace remains. I'm living bold in Amber's lane. Protect your peace. Walk your purpose.
Hey guys, welcome back
Welcome to an
Amber's
Amber's lane.
This week, I want to talk about friendship breakups. So, I got a little dip on my chip today, so I felt like this is a good time for me just to get, the sour cream dip off my chip. So friendship breakups, when we talk about transition, a lot of people cannot go where you are going. So what happens is there is a shedding that normally happens when we are in transition, and where a lot of our environments, our circle, our friends, again, our appetite, things that we desired may change or they have changed. And so I've noticed that in this transition, I've had a lot of friendship breakups. And I really feel like friendship breakups hurt worse than like breaking up with your partner. Maybe that's just me. But I've had friendships for years, childhood friends that I no longer talk to because of transition. And it's definitely unfortunate because especially when you have that relationship where they're like, oh yeah, girl, ain't nothing gonna change. And it's just like, okay, where are you 30 days later? Where are you 60 days later? And so how I have been coping with it is honestly just letting things be. A lot of times in transition, we try to grab people or grab things that are no longer serve us. Or we try to shrink ourselves to make other people comfortable. And in reality, we can't do that in transition because you are definitely in a precious phase. You have to think about when a butterfly has gone from a caterpillar and is going back into the cocoon. That's where the real shaping and the molding and building is really happening. And so if you are grabbing the wrong people or keeping the wrong people around during that phase, you can do yourself more harm than good. And so you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it in this transitional, in this liminal phase, for me to hold on to somebody that literally means no good and they are showing you who they are? And so I'm the type that will give benefit of the doubt. Like, oh no, she didn't mean that, or no, he didn't mean that. And then keep getting my feelings hurt over and over and over again. And I really have taken on the fool me once, shame on you. Second time, fool me twice. Oh baby, it's shame on me for sure. It's just certain things that I cannot tolerate or deal with any longer. And so I've noticed in this most recent transition that it's definitely hurt a little bit more. But like I talked about last season with y'all literally saw it in real time with Tori and I's episode, where I was like, dang, my prayer a couple weeks before meeting, well, not, I don't want to say meeting her, but her and I becoming friends for real, was like, God, send me women that are that mean me well. Because it's been a lot of women in my life that have said hey sis, or yes, she my best friend, and meant no good. I've had a lot of women or friends or whatever you want to call them, take ideas and run with them, or do weird stuff we follow each other's man. Why are you following my man on social media? That's not your place, not your business. Why is you liking his picture before I like the picture? It's just certain things, friendship, that I think now my awareness is a lot better than what it was, because I was so in want of a friendship that it didn't matter what it cost me. And in transition, you have to be careful about what costs you, because in transition, it's going to be some things that definitely are going to cost you, but it's a matter of what price are you willing to pay? Or at the end, what is it going to benefit you? So if you're going to pay a high cost, I need a high reward at the end of it. If I'm going to pay a small cost, then I'm already knowing what type of reward or whatever vibe is coming out of this. But just be careful what it costs you. So anyway, I literally had prayed and was like, Lord, send me more women that are like-minded like me, because I'm tired of being that friend that always reach out. I'm tired of being that friend that if you need $100, you calling my phone. I'm tired of being that friend where you need something and I'm pulling up, and then when I need something, you are literally nowhere to be found, or you got an attitude because I'm moving different because you was moving different. So now we just having a whole situation where it don't even have to be that. That one prayer too, where you ask God, Lord, remove people out of my life that mean me no well, no good. They don't mean well to me. And then he actually start doing it, and then you get offended. you really can't be offended because you asked for it. And a lot of times, like, they are already weaning themselves away. We just are holding our grip so tight to where God is like, okay, I'm trying to like let you do it. I'm trying to let you be responsible. Okay, I'm trying to like let you have your space. And then like we don't allow God to do it. I mean, we don't like do it ourselves. And then God is like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do it. And it hurts worse because he had to literally rip that person away from you. So being mindful of that. Again, I really do feel like the friendship breakups hurt a lot worse. I lost a best friend of, I'm not gonna tell y'all because that's probably gonna expose the person, of a lot of years. And so, do we talk now? Absolutely not. When she see me, do she speak? Yes, and acts like everything is totally fine. But in real life, that was a breakup because you stopped talking to me, and you stopped talking to me randomly, like, or you. I'm trying to be careful here because this is real life. You stop talking to me, but then you start being cool with people that you told me that you really didn't like. It's just weird. And so I think that's more so too as well what hurt with the friendship breakup, because not only did I lose my friend, but I lost you to somebody else that you said you really didn't care for, or the person that really didn't like me, but in reality you were just feeding both sides. So what's tea? And again, in transition, I read you guys the definition, but I think it's just important that I read it again. So transitions are a process, a period. Period is the key word here for this episode. But a process, a period, or instance of changing from one state, one stage, one subject, or one place to another. And so you just have to be very, very careful. That's crazy. Careful. When you think about when you are moving homes, you don't always take everything out of the former house to the new house, because some things you just realize I don't need anymore. Or some things you realize like, hey, I need a new couch. There's no point in me taking this old couch when I can just donate it or give it away or throw it away. And that's exactly how we have to treat friendship breakups. I'm moving to a new space. I'm moving to a new house. I'm moving to a new area. Do you really need to go with me to this new house, this new area? Because are you going to benefit me there? And as friends, like with friendships, it's very important that you have that like conversation. Like, do you feel like we serve each other well? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you feel like I'm still serving you well? Do you feel like I'm being a good friend to you? Because a lot of people don't really want to ask each other, like ask their friend, have I been a good friend to you? And receiving or taking constructive criticism, because I know for sure I don't have it all together. I don't have it all together, and my friends will tell you, like, yeah, no, Amber, you did slip up, but I'm going to apologize every single time I have the opportunity. I'm going to make up for it. But when it's exchanged or reciprocated, it's natural. I have my friend Ashley. Me and my girl don't talk every single day, but when I need something or when Ashley needs something, I'm there. She's there for me, and so that's just the importance of having God ordained friendships compared to like you forcing a friendship, because those friendship breakups honestly do hurt worse when they are not God ordained, or you are trying to hold on past like the period, because some people are only in your life for a season. Now, how long God allows the season to be, that's between you and the Father. But if it's a long time, then blessings. If it's not a long time, learn whatever lesson that person is there to teach you in that moment, because you don't want to have to keep going through things multiple times because you didn't get it right the first time. It's been plenty of times where I noticed a friendship kind of being like, oh, this seemed familiar. And then the same thing happens again. It's like, okay, what lesson didn't I learn the last time? Because I don't want to keep putting myself in harm's way or keep getting my feelings hurt because I'm not really like focused or locked in. But friendship breakups are definitely one thing that I do notice that happens in our transition phase. And it's okay. Whether it happens on your terms or their terms, because it's also been some friendship breakups that I've had to be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna text today. I'm gonna just I'm gonna remove that location. I'm gonna go ahead and remove you as a follower on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and just let you drift away and do your own thing. And if you feel like you want me to come back, then you'll do the reaching out. But you just have to be careful again, because I'm the reach router. I'm the one that's going to reach out every single time. I'm be the one, hey, did I do something to offend you? Like, what's wrong? And sometimes it just be God being like, yeah, no, don't even. It was one time I had a friend and I thought I did something wrong to them. I reached out and reached out and reached out. Come to find out I was blocked. At that time, I really didn't know what blocking looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have an iPhone. It was still very Android. So, like, in my mind, I'm just thinking, oh, they just not responding. Whole time I was blocked. And it was whole time I was like, oh, God, that was you trying to, like, take that person away without it being like hurtful, but I'm the one that did the hurting. like got hurt because I just kept reaching out. So, in transition, we definitely lose, but in transition, we definitely gain as well because I think that, in allowing God to remove people, I feel like God was like, okay, I can trust you. And he started to add those people back. Because in friendship breakups, we can hold a lot of hurt. And in that hurt, we can spew that out on other people. And if you are in a vulnerable state or if you are not healed, you will do some damage to somebody else not being healed. And then you end up losing somebody great or somebody that God actually put in your life for a specific purpose or a specific reason. And you end up fumbling them because you were not prepared to manage that relationship well. You were not able to steward that relationship well. So I have also done the gaining portion as well. And I'm grateful because some of the friendship breakups that I think I really felt in those moments, and not even just in this current transition, but like in transitions that I've dealt with within the past 5 years. I think those friendships that I really cried over, now I feel like I'm in a space where God is like, okay, you were able to shed that off. Okay, you finally healed. Okay, now I can start sending you people that are really for you and really love you and really care about you. Because I learned that too in this season that friendships don't have to be a talk every day type of situation. A lot of my great friends are ones that I don't talk to every single day. And a lot of times it'd be crazy because like I'll text them like, hey, you's on my mind. They be like, oh girl, you's on my mind too. I meant to text you yesterday. Or like it's that kind of conversation versus like, hey, you being funny because you ain't talked to me today. It's none of that. It's genuine connection. It's genuine friendship. It's genuine love and care for each other without being like babysitting vibes. Because what I can't do at my grown age and at my friend's grown age or anybody at their grown age is babysit you. And if I have to babysit you, you need to go find a babysitter because this is not the place for you to stay. And that's just what it is. I think that maturity definitely plays a huge part as well in transition because if you are not maturing well, you are not transitioning well. And that's just that on that. So my big advice is just let the friendship breakup happen. If it is God's will, if he wants them to come back, they'll come back. And if you don't want them to come back, then you just learn that lesson and just let it be what it is and go about your way. Don't harbor feelings. And coming soon, one of the episodes is definitely about church hurt for sure. And transitioning from churches because I feel like a lot of friendships were built in church because that's where I was 99.9% of the time growing up. And so when those friendships were destroyed, it definitely broke me as a person and definitely turned me into somebody that I could never be again. That 4 or 5 years ago, baby, I was definitely not a good person. And I know I wasn't. But that made me into the Amber that I am now, where I know I will never go back to that place where I am intentionally hurting somebody. Or have the guard up to where like I won't even let anybody in. Because looking back now, I can see where God was like kind of preparing me for that type of transition where he was like bringing people to me to be friends with or just have them in my community. And I definitely was like, yeah, no, like we not, because everybody else done hurt me. So I feel like, and that church hurt, baby, that church friendship hurt, like that's a real thing. And it definitely like spews out into other portions of your life. So that church hurt, especially if you are like, were anything like me, where all you did was church Sunday through Saturday. If all you did was be at church with your friends, and then those same friends that you dealt with for years that you are no longer friends with, or like just the relationship is just different now, like that definitely takes a toll on any other type of friendship that you try to cultivate and or the friendship that you may have outside of that church family. And so I even had to apologize to friends on how I treated them because they were not my church friends. And I severed a lot of those relationships because you're not my church family. I don't see you every single day, and you don't live like I live, and you don't act like how I act, so I can't be friends with you, or I gotta treat you differently. When in reality, the ones that still around was the ones that seen me in every single type of season of my life, and they are not the ones that I go to church with. Now, thank God, bless God for the ones that the Lord has blessed me with in the church. But I mean, my rider, that girl is not. We don't go to the same church, but I know she loves me. So make sure you are just careful in your transitional phase when it comes to your friendships. Make sure you're not harming people, because at the end of the day, that blood is on your hands on how you dealt with somebody. It's not how you feel, it's how you react. And that's something else that I'm learning, especially within the past couple of months, is really like, Amber, watch your reaction, because everybody doesn't need a reaction, as well as your reaction costs somebody else like their life. Like, I could be damaging somebody to the point where they're like, you know, I don't want to do this no more, or it just damages, like, I know what it feels like to be damaged when it comes to a friendship or when it comes to relationships. So why would I cause somebody else that same pain or that same hurt? In the moment, it may feel good, but at the end all be all, like, you have to really go back in your head and say, how did it make you feel when somebody did that to you? And people don't think like that no more. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But it may seem like very cliche, but that's like real life. Like, emotional regulation is key nowadays, but a lot of people don't have that. But blessings, glory, and honor to them, because that's what transition and that's what In Amber's Lane is for. It's to help you get your mind right. So, yeah, I love y'all. That was a little touchy. I tried to. I think I did well this episode, guys. I think I did well. I love you guys so much.
I don't need the rain.
Make sure that you are not.
God gave me vision, I'm keeping my pace. No comparisons, no chasing fame. I'm walking steady, yeah, I'm in my lane. In my lane,
He's not gonna bless you with anything else. If anything, he's gonna take those things away and let you sit in the wilderness a little bit longer, and probably by yourself with your feet crossed along the wall, until you can come outside the house and be with the rest of us. So I love you. I can't wait to see you next week. Talk to you
I don't need the noise, I don't need the race. God gave me vision, I'm keeping my pace. No comparisons, no chasing fame. I'm walking steady, yeah, I'm in my lane. In my lane, I'm aligned, I'm free. No traffic when you're walking destiny. Grace and purpose.